what affordable housing requirements mean for local communities. I'm Jill Horner. This is Comcast Newsmakers. We're here in Atlantic City at the New Jersey Conference of Mayors, and with me right now is the Mayor of West Windsor Township, Mayor Marathe. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
Let's talk a little bit about affordable housing and where it stands right now. Affordable housing used to be done on a statewide basis, but now it's being done in a different way. Talk to us a little bit about what this means now that courts are handling affordable housing.
Right. I mean, now in each county, there are 27 counties, each county the judge is deciding the affordable housing requirement for each town in that county. Mercer County was the first county which resolved, where a decision was issued by Judge Jacobson, and Princeton and West Windsor were the only two towns which had not settled with the fair share housing folks. So we got a number, West Windsor got a number of about 1,500 homes, which we believe is very unreasonable and very high. Now, one of the problems is last year our budget included $300,000 in legal costs. This year's budget includes roughly $200,000 in legal costs. So we are going to spend about $500,000 without a single house being built, no person being helped. So I really hope that the legislature takes this issue and takes it out of the court's hand, because that will be the fairer way to do, and that's what the legislation job is, and it's intended to do.
And now you mentioned legal costs, so that's one concern for you as a municipality, but you also mentioned 1,500 additional units for you as a community. What does that mean in terms of your housing stock? What does that mean for you as a municipality overall in terms of services and schools, for example?
Yeah, that puts inordinate amount of burden on existing residents, and exactly for that reason, one of the original legislation dealing with affordable housing stipulated that in no given round a town can be required to have more than 1,000 units. So we are currently appealing to the court to uphold that legislation and cap our obligation to 1,000 units as opposed to the 1,500 units. That suit will be heard sometime in near future. So we are hoping that the judge will uphold the earlier legislation as intended, because without that, these 1,500 units means after all the credits and everything is counted, we still need to build roughly about 2,000 new dwellings, I called, because it's no longer single family home in the township, which would put enormous pressure not only on schools, traffic, police, and all the services that the municipalities will be providing. And that burden will be borne entirely by the local taxpayers who are currently in town.
You are also, as you mentioned, calling on the legislature to take up this issue because you want this to be handled at a state level rather than at a county level or by these vicinages. You say this is important to have more consistency?
Absolutely, because different courts in different counties are going to rule differently based on the judge's inclination. And then eventually the Supreme Court will have to play a referee. So I would really urge Governor Murphy to take this issue up. I mean, in private they tell you that this is a very important issue for them, but in the first 100 days, no legislation is pending or no legislation is being seriously discussed in the state legislature. So I sincerely hope that they do take this issue up.
Thanks for being with us.
Thank you for.
We've been talking with Mayor Marathe of West Windsor Township. I'm Jill Horner here in Atlantic City.